I am glad that you have joined this digital therapy meeting and aftercare Power Peers Recovery Support Meetup. Tonight, we are having an open discussion on predicting recurrence. Be sure to contact me via the chat area or down below after the video and find out more if you are interested in what I'm talking about here tonight. And if you'd like more information, also be sure to contact me for media-based intervention requests concerned with substance use disorders. Guys, we can look into the things that could set someone who you know or you yourself off towards the issues that have pushed people towards, pushed you or friends or loved ones into substance use or triggers. We can look into that as far as tarot readings go. However, what I am mentioning today for you guys who are interested and who have already had some sort of discussions or meetings with me anonymously is the development of genetic addiction risk score applications. So this is addiction risk being zeroed in on the addiction risk severity, or GARS as it's called for short. And the information is something called alcogenes. And this is genetically based treatment. If any of you are interested, what I'm going to be discussing, this info that I'm going over, is brought to you by Mr. Kenneth Blum, PhD, and Richard Paul Green III, BSBA LC, And if you'd like those alcogenes slides sent to you, again, just leave an email address somewhere in the comment section, and I'll see about getting this information to you. So it is now possible to find significant association with the degree of risk for all addictive behaviors. And this is verbatim coming from the research and the slides that are by Mr. Bloom and Mr. Green. So what I want to go over specifically is that 20% of patients who've undergone Roux-en-Y gastric bypass and 11% of patients who've undertook laparoscopic adjustable gastric banding have acquired something called AUD within 5 years of surgery. And this is quoted again by Kenneth Blum and Richard Paul Green III. RYGB have decreased food addiction symptoms as measured by the Yale Food Addiction Scale. However, it has increased alcohol intake 24 months post-operation. So I'll take a moment for that to sink in. So if you know someone and they've switched over from one thing to the next, this is what's going on. In other words, clinicians report that some patients replace compulsive overeating with newly acquired compulsive disorders such as alcoholism, gambling, drugs, and other addictions, such as compulsive shopping and exercise. And this is quoted, again, if you'd like to check out this information. So you could get a better perspective, or just check out all of the charts and the research that go along with this. So the answer is counseling and treatment monitoring. So now let's take a look at some of the things that are coming into play as triggers for divine masculines and divine feminines. So let's begin with divine masculine. There is a trigger coming in with a divine masculine that has an association with his memory, something that happened in the past. And it is likely associated with something that also is celebrated around the same time. So this could be an anniversary or a birth date that triggers a memory. And it is something that sparks this divine masculine to do something that, again, they have tried to overcome, something that has created issues, additional issues within this person's life. The advice that's coming in when it comes to encouraging this divine masculine personally is coming in with the High Priestess here. So this is about, you know, being someone who can definitely discuss things without causing this person to feel shame, or without going out and trying to tell this person's business. So this person really needs someone who can be their confidant. So just remember that as you deal with this divine masculine. With the High Priestess coming in also, all secrets, questions, and answers are within this divine masculine. So this person is not at a loss at all. It just may take a listening ear as this person uncovers something that is going to help them to continuously improve if they're not ready to seek additional treatment. With the divine feminine, there is something about an idea that has brought a certain amount of prosperity to her. And yet this is something that may not have aligned fully with society's expectations, coming in with the Hierophant, or her spirituality, her beliefs that she may hold dear or feel the need to go back to, in some sense, certain standards that she wants to uphold in her own life. There is joy that is likely to come from something going on, and also from within this divine feminine that is going to be able to help her in the process of recovery and not being triggered so much by something that has brought a reasonable amount of success into her life, and yet something that she is not fully on board with, even though she has in fact gone on ahead down a certain road. So say if she is someone who deep down believes in vegetarianism, and yet she is working with a meat company or raising chickens for slaughter, whatever the case may be, there is some inner turmoil. Again, though, if she's not ready to get counseling or additional counseling or treatment, if she has or either hasn't had it, there is still some joy that is going to manifest with someone who is concerned about her. So you don't have to push her towards treatment. You can state whatever it is, your concerns, all the concerns you have, whatever you have to say. And just remember not to push this person, because it can mean that this divine feminine would definitely end up going an opposite way. This is clearly from the tarot. So this is a specific reading for this person coming in who has a concern here about the divine feminine. So that is where I'm going to leave off. Hopefully this holistic telehealth reading can put someone's mind at ease at this point in time. Over and out.